Why, hello there, my esteemed gentleman or lady, or perhaps neither. Sorry to say, but despite the fancy music in the background, if you clicked this video and expected some magnificent, majestic build at the end of this, after all of these efforts, you're kind of wrong. This video is a result of trying to flatten a mountain with only iron tools, realizing that was pretty boring, and also deciding to record it for whatever reason, so that I may share my pain and burden with others. Truth be told, I don't even have a build planned. I don't even know what I'm gonna do after I flatten the mountain. I just thought, well, pretty lame to live on a mountain as is, no? So I decided to flatten it. So yeah, sorry for any disappointments from people who expected something more, but at the same time, I mean the thumbnail literally shows that not much else happens here. If you are still willing to stick around and accompany in this miserable adventure of just mining dirt and rock, go right ahead. I shall not stop you. I admire your determination and your bravery, but I must warn you, it's literally just me mining dirt and rock with iron tools and nothing else. Maybe there's a market for people like this, I thought. Maybe someone just enjoyed the sounds of mining materials in Minecraft, or just wanted something completely unfounded to put in the background. Not that I would do any of that. I listened very carefully to every video that I watch, but some other people might just put random stuff in the background. All jokes aside though, you do realize that's literally all this video is, right? There's nothing fancy here. It's just Minecraft. Also, from this point on, this video is completely uncommented. Don't look further into it, just trust me on it. Ah, yes. I think it was here that I first realized the absurdity of what I was putting myself and you through, and decided to continue with it. Okay, but really, it isn't this serious. I don't know why I'm still standing still. I better get to doing something because the only entertainment this video provides is mining rocks and dirt as well. It's uncommented. Watching this all again, I'm kind of gaining a rekindled appreciation for the sound you get from mining blocks in Minecraft. It's just kind of satisfying. Not only does this video have no commentary, it's also completely unedited and uncut, as you can clearly see. I am thankful that they made it so you only need one person to sleep so that it passes the night. But doesn't this make phantoms even more trivial? They were nothing before, now they're like less than nothing. I don't even know why you would create a monster to punish players for not sleeping. Sleeping makes the game easier. You're punishing someone that already wants a harder game by staying up. Wouldn't it make more sense for it to be the opposite? You already avoid all monsters by sleeping, and it's what most people do. The phantoms just are not a factor in that. I guess they give you membranes for the elytra, but mending also made that useless. Now that you know I am relying on other people to pass the nights, and I can also see that there is a chat and people joining a realm, you may notice two things. One, I am playing in Bedrock. Please help me. Secondly, I am actually in a multiplayer server, which may raise some questions that I'll answer later. There is something intrinsically satisfying to seeing your efforts pay off in smoothing a large piece of land. It's just that this piece of land is gonna take quite a while to smooth over. Here I found some coal in the middle of the mountain and decided it would be a worthwhile distraction, and I'm gonna cover up this hole later. Don't want it taking away from the perimeter I am creating. Okay, by now you might as well have realized that the walls here on this area of the mountain I have selected to flatten are very ugly. Cobblestone, diorite, andesite, completely unflattering materials, but it's just that I kinda don't care if it's ugly. But there is another, far more special secret to this mountain that I must tell you later. Well, that's a pretty perfectly timed pickaxe break if I've ever seen one. Makes this video look fake. Right, about that secret I mentioned hours earlier. The most astute of you may have already realized without even wait, that doesn't make sense. Ahem. If you see the coordinates on the top left, you may see that I am very close to x0 and c0. The truth of the matter is, this mountain was selected because it is exactly where all players spawn in the server, which I have decided to make my base. Base is a bit of an exaggeration though, as I just live in a hole in the ground, and well, now I'm flattening the rest of the mountain. Quite frankly, the only reason I did this is because it spawned, so everyone will see if there's some extremely ugly hole in the ground walled up by an even more ugly combination of materials. If you think about it, it's quite an artistic statement. You may be wondering why I chose Claire the Loon to play in the beginning of the video, and the reason for that is simply that, for some reason, the music from the beginning part of the footage was just completely missing. I must insist, there is a great sense of beauty to seeing the progress being made here, by a massive hole in the ground. I'm reminded of something that happened during this recording as I was mining. A friend of mine, who I was voice chatting with, said that he would have to be swimming a great distance. However, he had a solution to not have to press the spacebar all the time. He said, and I am quoting him, that he had a mag laying on his desk which he could put on the spacebar so it pressed itself. Yes indeed, mag stands for magazine, But he didn't mean one of those books with pictures on them, if you catch my drift. Now, I don't know why you'd have one of those laying on your desk while you play Minecraft, but I honestly respect it. I swear I've found more coal flattening this mountain by accident than when I'm actually searching for coal in the mines after I ran out. You may notice that Minecraft's natural background music has once again decided to disappear for no given reason, so we went back to clear the loon a few minutes ago. I mean, hopefully you noticed because I didn't hide it at all. I just changed the musics around. Ah, yes, copper, my natural enemy and quite probably the addition I like the least from Minecraft in the last few years. I always detest mining it because it gives you so much of it, but it's so useless 90% of the time. It doesn't have one singular practical use. I detest it. Since you've made it this far into this video, I'll reward you with a privilege. Put down in the comments any practical ideas you have for stuff to do after I flatten the mountain completely. Since I have quite a lot of space, I'll try to do my best to impress, because I don't have any ideas myself. It may have looked like I started strip mining back then, but no, I was actually just mining my way back to the front of the mountain. You must admit, I have a great sense of direction, even whilst underground. Alright, I've ran out of pickaxes. Welcome to the shovel part of the video, where we mine nothing but dirt for the remainder of it. Hope you can enjoy that. Although, to be fair, I don't think that's functionally much different from just mining stone. I decided to make the skeleton hit itself until it perished to torture it, but it actually died rather quickly. Now, it's time to flatten the dirt top of the mountain. You know, there's a very majestic song. Shows you the wonders of what people were capable of making with music, even back then without all the digital tools we have now. Not to be an old head, of course. I was born in the digital age, same as all of you. Or not really. When did the digital age start? I will reward your continued loyalty by telling you that the original footage for this video was about 50 minutes long. Since you're watching the finished version, you can tell me how many minutes I ended up having to cut out of the recording. The entire punchline of this is kind of just seeing people spawn in with this massive, ugly looking structure and this destroyed mountain. But quite frankly, everyone who's joined the server is already so far away from spawn, and everyone who hasn't in my friend group probably isn't going to. So I suppose that actually the joke is on me. My trouble will not stop, however, for I am determined. Ignore that I fell there. That was a calculated stunt. Yes, a stunt. I was simply gauging if you were still paying attention. Which, to be fair, if you heard any of that, you probably are paying attention. Congratulations. You win nothing. There is nothing that I can give to you that you have not already earned yourself. Congratulations. I remember when I first spawned on this world, I was harassed by a mob of monsters. I saw a zombified villager and I thought to trap him in a boat. It was that day that I learned that that trick doesn't even work on Bedrock Edition. I hate you, Bedrock. This is actually a surprisingly stress-relieving experience. The background music came back, but I don't know how much I can trust that, so I'll be keeping the piano in my back pocket just in case. Since we're both here now, tell me, how was your day? I hope that it was quite good. I mean, if you're watching this video, I'm sorry for whatever happened today. Doesn't this music just mean nostalgia? Doesn't it bring memories of older days into your mind? I'm really curious, how is one supposed to react when both of your friends leave saying, "Be right back, gonna go test the theory"? What kind of theory are you even testing? As the sun was falling down and the moon rose, I realized that since the two of them left, I'd actually have to make a bed and sleep for myself. So I quickly headed to my very fancy home and decided to make a bed and place it in the most comfortable way possible. You must really like Minecraft if you're sitting through a completely uncommented, unedited, and uncut video for this long. For once, a creeper was nothing but entirely beneficial, and it didn't even help that much. Look at this armadillo. I don't even know how it got here. Oh, speaking of armadillos, am I the only person who finds their addition rather boring? They're only here for wolf armor, and you could have used anything else for that. I mean, if you're gonna add an armadillo, might as well make him a cowboy and make him shoot things, you know? I decided to stay outside my real estate and make a small tower to gaze at its beauty from the outside. It's just as beautiful as you would expect. After very quickly sorting some items, pure skill by the way, I realized that I now have a lot of dirt and cobblestone that I'm gonna do nothing with. If any of you have any idea what to do with that, please tell me because really, what am I doing with a full double chest worth of this? I'm also not actually finished flattening the mountain, so I'm gonna get even more of it. I better get a lot of good ideas. Look at this armadillo, just walking around, minding its own business, in a completely uncommented video. I'll be back to flatten the rest of this mountain later. For now, I'm gonna give this armadillo a good old scare.